Hello, can you hear me? I have a bit of a, what do you call it? Lighting issue, I think. Oh, good, good. I think I have a little bit of an issue with the light because it's getting really dark outside. And uh, partly because of the weather, and partly because it's autumn. Damn it, already. And excuse me, the book one with Patricia. Hi, and hi, Sally. Good to see you both. So yeah, so bear with me. I hope it doesn't bother you too much with the light. It is what it is. I have a cup of tea. Mm, cup of tea. So how are you doing, wonderful people? As you can hear, I am under the weather. I was really poorly yesterday. I had everything at once, it seems like. I had a cold. I had a migraine attack. Like the cold with a fever. The fever has broken, fortunately. Um, oh, gosh. So yeah, I had everything at once. Fever. I was stuffed up. Nose was running. Fever. Already said fever. Migraine attack. And I took migraine meds, which kind of knocks me out. And I was on my period at the same time. Really lovely. Yeah, I know. That's what I mean by lighting as issue. I do have a white glow next to me, and that's because of the light. I've tried to fix it, but I haven't managed to so far. Uh, so I can try move the chat. That's what I can do, but I'm not sure how well it will work. Anyway, Patricia says migrants are the worst. Agreed, agreed, agreed. I why? Mm, I really, 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 um, really don't like migraines. Sally asked if I made the curry. No, I'm planning on doing that tomorrow, not today. Today I've not felt well enough to make any food. So fortunately, I have a partner who is very helpful. I'll have to figure out this lighting thing. I don't really know what to do with it. It's kind of weird, difficult with the light, with the filters and stuff. So I can try. I just like trying to. Uh, so it's very, very hard because it's very technical. This whole and I don't really know which color I can use and filters and all that. um, uh, yeah, so you just have to bear with all the lighting issues and color issues. I really don't know how to deal with it at the moment. I might try and see if I can. Oh God, my face looks purple. Mm, I'm going to try turn this light off. Yeah, no, that did not help at all. Oh well. Yeah, I think it's because it's like it's something about with the shadows and stuff, I think. Uh, so it's quite difficult, this whole thing. It's so much easier with daylight. Daylight makes everything better. Yeah, I think we just have to live with all the lighting issues and stuff, I'm afraid. Because yeah, very technical stuff, and I'm not an expert, to say the least. Well, oh well, oh well, oh well, oh well. So, what are you reading? What are you currently reading? Are you reading anything good? Since I'm not feeling well, this is going to be super low key. I'm probably not going to have a very long sprint. Or it's not the or the streaming will probably not be super long, because I'm still feeling poorly, and so I'm going to be, yeah. So it's going to be really low key and a lot of energy, uh, and probably not super long. So, are you reading anything good? So I am currently reading All Good Things by Emma Newman, and this is the last book in the Split Worlds series, which is a fantasy series. It's book five. I actually got this when it came out. I read the fourth book when it came out in 2016, and then I'd waited for a good while. Excuse me. Um, and I actually got it signed there at Worldcon in 2017. And then I didn't read it because I didn't read it because I knew that when I read that it would be over. It's the last book in the series, and it's a really, 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 really good book. And I didn't want it to end. And then I went to Worldcon um, in Glasgow. Uh, and at Worldcon, I met up with the author, Emma Newman, and I told her that I hadn't read the last book in the Split Worlds yet, and she was like, "What? Haven't you read it yet?" And I was like, "No, I haven't read it yet." And then she was like, "Oh, well, I'm going to. I promise that I will make another short story from the Split Worlds, and if you read the last book, I'll write you this short story, and then it will not be over." So yeah. So 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 Sally says, a book about habits. Oh, that's interesting. Is it like the micro habit things? The micro habit book? I know there's a book on micro habits. And Raymond asked, Lord of the Rings is about habits, right? And uh, maybe. Excuse me. Depends on how you define habits. But I think the right word would be hobbits. Taking the hobbits to Isengard, to Isengard, to Isengard. Lord of the Rings would be more fun. Yeah, I love Lord of the Rings. I've read uh, a lot of, not a lot of Tolkien books, but I've read I read some of the children's books actually, and I tend to read Letters to Father Christmas every year. I think that's kind of a uh, it depends on, but if I have a tree, I haven't had a tree for ages, but if I have put up a tree, and when I will put it, I decorate the tree on Little Christmas Eve. Little Christmas Eve for us is the 23rd, and so I at night or quite late on Little Christmas Eve, I decorate the tree if I can, and then I sit down with a hot drink, tea or hot chocolate or something, and then I read Letters to Father Christmas. And then, of course, we celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve, being Norwegian and all that. This year, I don't know what we'll do. We just talked about staying at home. Last year, we went to Ireland, and that was an ordeal, to say the least. Uh, Sally says it's about that I reread it. Yeah, I've been thinking of rereading Lord of the Rings actually. I kind of want to. I feel like it. I was planning on it, but then there are other books. Uh, Rivermat says about to start Black Prism. Oh, Black Prism is not a book I'm familiar with. Is it good? Or you probably don't know that, maybe. If you're about to start it. Let's see if I can figure out what Black Prism is. Black Prism. Brent Weeks. Oh, I don't know that book. It seems to be the first in a fantasy series. That's not bad. And Sally says, yes, it is. I'm grimly determined to finish it. Yeah. I wish you all the best luck. Sally says, I'd like to live in Rivendell. Same. Very much same. The first time I read Lord of the Rings, I actually ended up staying in Rivendell for a very long time. I was like stranded there because I didn't want to leave Rivendell. Eventually, I had to, of course. Mm. Patricia says, not sure what to read today. Maybe a Game of Thrones. I'm about 250 pages in. Oh, well done. I started Game of Thrones because I've heard so much good things about Song of Ice and Fire, which is the series. And then I read 50 to 100 pages, and then I just went, nope, not my cup of tea. I didn't like it at all. So I'm not going to try and read a Game of Thrones again. I've actually given it a chance twice. I tried first, and I think I read like 100 pages first time, and then I read 50 pages the second time, and then I just like, no, it's not worth it. It's too much. No. uh, yeah. As you can hear, I'm not well at all. So I think actually what we're going to do is just start the first sprint. I'm not sure if it's going to be one or just the one, or if it's going to be more sprints, but I'm going to do this one sprint at first. Hey Noah, how are you? You have arrived indeed. Oh, good to see you. What are you currently reading? Are you just doing game books these days, or what's the story? Uh, Sally says, I've just taken my copy of Lord of the Rings off the shelf and will read it instead of the Habits book. Sounds like a good plan, in my opinion. Lord of the Rings is it's kind of a cozy read, in my opinion. Noah asked me how I'm feeling. Well, you missed the start, so as you know, I was really, really poorly yesterday. I I was so ill. Uh, I was like, uh, I was ill. I'm not often that ill. Excuse me. I'm going to turn this off. Back in a second. I need to blow my nose. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm snotty McSnottison. So yeah, I was really poorly yesterday, and I feel a lot better yesterday, better today, but I'm still quite poorly. I'm currently drinking some really spicy tea. It's just like black tea, and I put in dried chili and um, some other stuff, some other Indian spices, and yeah, my brain isn't working. Um, so Noah says I'm doing both books and game books. This month was especially game books, and then we'll going back to a bit of both next. That's good. Your live streams of the gaming is quite fun. I was so sorry I wasn't able to follow yesterday. I was just like I heard your voice, but I couldn't catch anything what you said because I was just not there at all. But at least I popped up and said hello. No, sis, done well. I hope you get better very soon. Yeah, I hope so too. Sad times that you're ill. How, and I also have everyone in the chat. Yes. Uh, bless you and your tea. Thank you, Noah. I'm just drink some normal old British tea. Yeah. Uh, well, it is just like black tea, and I put spices in it. And it's a little bit for the cold and also a little bit to build up my spice intolerance. Because I am going to India in October, and I'm not sure if you if you know this, but I signed up for a trip, arranged trip. It was like a group travel thing, and everything is done by the travel agencies, like the flights, the hotels, the like traveling within India. Everything is done by the agency. And then, unfortunately, they just had some cancellations, so they canceled the trip. And of course, I was heartbroken because I'd been dreaming of going to India for a long time. I've been saving for over 10 years to go to India. And then I was like, and then they said, well, we can you can sign up for one of our other trips, and you get a discount, or you can get your money back. And I said, oh, that's a pity because I really wanted to go to India. So going to this other place it's not something I can do. And then I was like, oh, but we're going to back to India in December. And I said, well, I can't go for Christmas because of my job. I had Christmas off last year, so I can't go. And then they said, well, we can actually arrange a trip just for you, sort of. We'll try to make it the same price at the same time. Um, uh, uh, for you. And then I was like, really? Oh, can I then switch places? And then they said yes, but then the price might change, which I, of course, understand. But this actually means that I might get to go to Rishikesh, which is the place I've always dreamt of, or not always, but I've dreamt of going for a long time. So I'm currently doing a little bit of research. And one of the things we were going to do was like travel quite far. Uh, but I've been like looking at all the things we were supposed to do, and it seemed quite rushed. So rather than like spending like just a day in Delhi and then or 2 days in Delhi and then one day here and one day there, I'm actually going to see if I can have a little bit more time in these places I want to go. So I have so far 4 places that I want to go, and it's like Delhi, Rishikesh, Jaipur, and there was one more place, the Taj Mahal. So hopefully that will sort itself out. I'm still looking into it. I'm doing a little bit of research, and I'm going to send that off to the travel agents, and then hopefully they come back to me and see if I can get it for the same price. And since there was supposed to be a flight, like a domestic flight within India, and quite a bit of bus trips, I am hoping that it will not be uh, as yeah, not so bad. Okay. Uh, so that's the whole India thing. So there's that. Uh, so it also was it sorted the India trips? So not quite yet, but it's going to be. I'm quite sure. Noah. Um, Sally says I am heating up some dal that I made this morning. Oh yum! I love dal. It's always nice, and there's so many ways to make dal. I actually have a really nice dal recipe with uh, well, a couple of them actually. That's from Nisha, Rainbow Plant Life on YouTube, and other than that, I it's quite easy to make as well. So yeah. So Noah says, "I'm glad you are going now. You were so excited. I was devastated for you uh, when it wasn't going to go through. Yeah, I was super devastated for that. Oh, do you share the recipe? I'm not sure if it's online. But I can take a picture. I have a cookbook, and it's a crock pot or instant pot recipe, or the recipes are like the crock pot recipes. So I don't know if that will be useful for you. Otherwise, I can try to find the dal recipe. Uh, uh, Almond butter dal rainbow plant life. Excuse me. So I think I have. So it's not this recipe per se, but it's not these recipes, Sally, but it's similar to it. Hey Jenny, how are you doing? Just caught your India story. So glad you're still able to go, and so am I. Otherwise, I would have tried to figure out something else. And as you can see, I have lighting problems today. Uh, Sally says the recipe I tend to use the most was from my neighbor. Oh, that's nice. It's nice to have nice neighbors. That's one of the things I really like about living here is that we have such good neighbors. I just love the neighborhood. Like I got like a, I'm not sure if you know, but I last weekend on Friday, I talked to my neighbor about like apples and plums and like planting stuff, and then she was like, "Oh, I can get you some plums if you want. I can because my daughter has a plum tree in her garden." And then it didn't take very long, and then it was like ding dong on the door, and there she was with a big bag of plums. And it turned out she had them picked the day before, and she was like, "Oh, here you go." And I was like, "But it's yours." And she was like, "No, no, no, I can get more, so here you go." And then on Saturday I actually made mango chutney. No, not mango chutney, plum chutney. And it's really spicy. And I just searched like plum chutney, Indian plum chutney online, and then I found a recipe, and I put in Indian spices, and I think I might have been a little bit heavy-handed on the chili, uh, which happens. Jenny says, "I'm good, thanks. How are you feeling? Any better?" Yes, I feel like I'm repeating myself, so people, please bear over with me. I am feeling better, Jenny. I'm a lot better than yesterday, which is good. Uh, that was the neighbor that said that turmeric kills the poisons. Poisons? I think I missed that. I think I missed that. No, it says I've never had plum chutney. I actually have a store-bought one, and it's actually quite nice, but it has the pits, which is annoying because uh, they're quite big. So for me, it's kind of laziness not to remove the pits. Oh, I need to cough. Excuse me, I'm going to have a Ricola. So yeah, plum chutney is really nice. Jen says, "I'm glad to hear." Yes, I'm glad I'm feeling better too, but I'm still feeling kind of poorly. So I was actually, before Noah appeared, I was planning on starting a reading sprint. So I am currently reading this fantasy book. Oh, the bookmark is on its way out. This fantasy book, All Good Things by Anna Newman. I love, 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 love it. Um, I'm not quite halfway, if you can see. But this is what I've read. This is what this is what's left, and it's such a good book. And a good series. It's the last book in the series. So, what are you reading, uh, Jenny? Are you reading anything? So I what I've done is I've set the timer to 45 minutes, and we'll read for 45 minutes, and then we'll have a chat. And after that, those 45 minutes, we'll see what I'll do. I might or might not have another sprint, but we'll see. I just need to see how I feel. Does that sound fine to you guys? I'll give you a little bit of time. I'm not sure how much I'm not sure how the delay is actually. I think it might. I don't know how. Yeah, I think it might. No, sometimes it's like 30 seconds or something. It's kind of annoying. Uh, Jenny says I'm going to carry on rereading. Oh, sorry. I'm going to carry on reading the Twisted Disney book, Go the Distance. Oh, I don't know that book. I hope it's good. I don't really read Disney books. I know there's like some like twisted books, but I've never really paid attention to them, to be honest with you. Sally says yes, please look after yourself. So okay, so I'm going to set the timer to 45 minutes. Go grab your beverage. Keep hydrated or warm, and I will see you in a bit. Okay, I will see you. Hello, 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 and welcome, Ben. So good to see you. I have a little bit of a lighting problem tonight, mm, but it is what it is. So, how did your reading go? Um, as I mentioned earlier, I'm reading All Good Things by Emma Newman, and it's the fifth book in the Split World series. And I read two chapters. Because I ended up not reading all the time. I read a little bit, or I read like for 40 minutes, I think. And I need to like get myself a glass of water mm, and just like relaxed and stuff. because I'm not pushing it today. I'm still feeling poorly. So what's going on? Uh, Ven says, hate naps, napping bad. Well, I actually pretty much napped the whole of yesterday. I almost fell asleep during an OS stream even. um, so Ven says, it's okay, I am having a book buying problem right now. But Ven, you always have a book buying problem. Or is it a problem? I don't know. So, more books then, Ven, says Jenny. Jen says, I did okay to be honest, read a few chapters. Oh, that's very good. That's very good. As I said, I only read 2 chapters of about how many pages? I know, like, Ven reads really, really fast. I don't. I started to bleh. I started reading at page 134 and finished at 152. So I read 18 pages in 45 minutes. Could probably have read more, but I didn't. Maybe it's 10 too many. 10 isn't bad then. 10 isn't bad. I bought a lot of books at Worldcon, and I'm still planning on a book haul, but things take time, as you know. Ah, so yeah. How are you feeling, guys, with everything? I am currently researching travel adapters. That's my main goal for now. So I'm trying to figure out how to get the adapter situation in India. um, so that's interesting. See if I can figure that out. Um, I think I've figured it out somewhat, at least. I'm going to blow my nose. 2 seconds. I'll be back. Okay, sorry about that. So then says the other India sale is tomorrow. Well, at least you're supporting authors, right? Which is important. I try not to buy so many books. After all, I work in a library, in a public library. I can borrow. And unlike the UK, we have at least some funding. Not saying it's perfect, but it's better than the UK. They are 99p. Ooh, that's cheap, even with a horrible exchange rate at the moment. It's actually quite cheap. £1 used to be like 9-11 kroner, and at the moment it's 15. So that's kind of bad, not fun. So what did you buy? Did you buy today? Did you buy anything today, Van? So what kind of books did you buy? What kind of books? I would love to hear about it. Oh, you're buying now. So you're sitting buying books right now. So what are you buying? I kind of love that the fact that my glass looks like it's like to see through. It's a ghost. It's a ghost glass. So uh, I am really, really, really. Yeah, as you can hear, I'm not well. Well, you can't hear, but I try to turn the mic off when I cough, so you don't have like a big cough in your ear. Uh, so then it says all sorts of sci-fi, some folk horror, some fantasy. Ooh, that sounds like a good mix of books. Are you able to? I don't know. If you can get the Split World series, if you're into fantasy. Ooh, if you're into fantasy, if you can find the Split World series, it's 5 books by Emma Newman. So Emma Newman. That's her name. If you can find that series, it's really good. I think you might like it. I have been thinking of trying to find some books on India or set in India. I've asked about recommendations on Instagram, but I don't know. Instagram has been lately. It's been kind of I don't know, not great. So yeah, so hoping to get like some. Ooh, I have gotten a couple of suggestions on Instagram. There used to be like getting loads and loads of stuff on Instagram, but not really anymore. So that's a pity, really. So I got a tip on a burning or gin patrol on the purple line. Don't know any of those. And then a suitable boy by Vikram Seth, also a book I don't know. That's good. It's good to have like book suggestions. Uh, so then says, annoyingly book 2 and 3 are £2 and the rest are more. I've added to my list for letters. I have never graphs Insta. Yeah, Insta is strange. The Split World series is in Libby, then. Just saying. I can send you the link. So if you want to, I can DM you the link. Midnight Child Children by Rushdie. Yeah, that's on my list. I've actually have it on hold, I think, in Libby, if I remember correctly. So then says, oh yeah, I have Libby. Well, I will look. Yeah, I know that book. The whole series as ebooks in Libby. I don't know how you're with reading on screen. For me, I have my Kobo directly connected to Libby, which is good. So read. I can read ebooks in Libby on my Kobo. So I have the Midnight's Children, Sally's suggestion. I have that on hold actually, and I've been getting it, and then I had like postponed it because I've been middle of something else. But that has been, and also been. I also have Shantaram as an ebook. So I've been thinking of reading that, but it's a brick. It's such a brick. Then says I will read it on my PC. All right, that's also a possibility. But then also you can have an app like a Libby app on your phone and read it on your phone if you're fine with that. I don't really like that, but also I don't like reading on my PC, so there's that. Need to blow my nose again. I'll be back in a second. Uh, then says I don't really like reading on my phone. I am odd. I don't think you're odd, then. I don't like reading on my phone either. So that's why I read Libby on Kobo, which is my e-reader. So Noah was here earlier. I don't know where he went to. Is he if he's still around? Did he fall asleep? Did he go to work? I don't know. Mm, he might be lurking. I don't know. Maybe he's busy with other things. So yeah, I have previously read a few books set in India. I've read God of Small Things, I think, uh, by yes. I am really bad at remembering um, names, but it was a very good book. I also took part in Indian literature readathon ages ago. I should post the link. I see if I can find the link to that, and I'll share it with you. I have a like a reading blog for Indian lit readathon. So if I so there's the so here's the link to that blog. Vance says, be right back, having an argument with PC. Again? Your PC is not kind to you, Van. Probably back, not here at the moment. Um, so, what did I read for the Indian Lit Readathon? Indian. I can't spell. Indian. So I read. Right. So that's when I read the God of Small Things. And then I read Whereabouts by Jhumpa Lahiri, which is actually it's a short story collection, but it doesn't take place in India. The author is Indian. I'm not sure if she lives. I think she lives in Italy. Um, and then I read The Jasmine Throne by Tasha Shuri, and I should read the follow-up to that. That's a really, really good fantasy books set or with Indian myths. So I was thinking of I was thinking of reading the second book in that series, The Oleander Sword, but I still haven't gotten around to it. I have the first book as an ebook. I should probably get the second one as an ebook as well, and then just read it. I wonder if the reason I didn't get it as an ebook was because it was kind of expensive. Can't remember. Uh, oh, it's always like a question of I could another thing I can do is I can actually Get it from the library. That's a thought. It's cheaper than buying. I also been toying with the thought of that's not so bad, 104 kroner. Also been like, yeah, toying with the thought of getting a like Kobo Plus subscription, which is like you can read as many ebooks as you want, but I'm not sure whether to or not. I'm chewing on it, as we would say. Then says stupid Waterstone's website won't let me update my payment method. Really? That's annoying. That's really annoying. I only shop with Waterstones once, and it wasn't for myself then. I don't know if they ship to Norway even. Excuse me. I need to take another. Oh, Ricola. I need one more of those. I think it helps with the cough. I think. Or it might be just like, psychological. So as you can know, as you can see, I don't have a lot of energy. I'm very, I'm tired. That's what I am. I'm very tired and still quite poorly. So I'm not sure whether we should do another sprint. I was thinking if I do another sprint to do a 30-minute one, maybe. I think that would be maybe not better, but I don't know. Shorter. I was thinking of doing a 30-minute one because I don't know. I know I I'm so slow today. I am not really here, it seems like. Mm, so since Venice book shopping, I think I will uh, start another sprint, and I will not do another sprint after that. I'll do a 30-minute sprint. So read for 30 minutes or do whatever you want for 30 minutes. And then after the sprint is done, after the 30 minutes, I'll come and go back and chat. And I will not do another sprint after that because I am not feeling well at all. And it's also quite late here. So excuse me. So I'm not doing it this super long today, I'm afraid. And I hope you're okay with that. I'll see if I can. I'm thinking of doing another reading sprint on the 3rd, is it? Um, I, so this coming week, I, I works like normal. And then the week after, I have Tuesday off because I'm working on Saturday. And I would normally I used to have like the following Friday after working Saturday. I used to have the following Friday off, but it doesn't really work very well for me because of my migraine. And then I asked to have another day off rather than the Friday after. So I asked to have like a day during the week before. the Saturday, like the same week as the Saturday, and I'm supposed to do a Thursday off, and but we're having a meeting that I need to go to on the Thursday that week, so I'm doing the Tuesday off instead. So I'm thinking of maybe doing a reading sprint then, or maybe on Monday. Oh, it's scratching my ear. Uh, so I'm thinking of maybe doing either Monday, because then I could sleep in on Tuesday, or do it on the Tuesday and do it during the daytime. But I haven't really decided on anything yet. Also, I'm going to link to no. I'll going to ask Noah. um, so yes, so I'm going to start the sprint now, and then I'm coming back in 30 minutes. I'm rambling, and I feel like I'm sitting here talking into the void. Talking to myself more or less. Anyway, so I'm going to leave with that, and I am. So we're going to read, and then I'm back in 30 minutes. Oh, Sally says, I just realized that you don't have cat ears today. No, I do have them, but I'm not using them because I'm using my noise canceling headphones instead. They're a little bit more comfortable, so that's why I wear them. Ben says, rambling is my speciality. Oh, I think that you, most of the time, I'll have a lot of like decent things to say on your streams anyway. I feel like I ramble a lot more than you do. Um, your what you say is more coherent than what I'm saying. I'm just out of it, it seems like. Anyway, go into the stream and I'll see you later. Ven says, I'm reading The Bloodstone by Tori Tekken. Okay, hold that thought. And I'll be back in 30 minutes, and I'll hear all about your book after the reading sprint. Okay, Ven? See you in 30. Hello, 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 hello. I have tea. How did your reading go, folks? Did you get to read anything? So I didn't read super much. I read another couple of chapters in All Good Things by Emma Newman. Uh, but the last chapter was not the last chapter, but the second chapter I read that was quite short. I also needed to go to the loo and make myself another cup of tea. So that took a little bit of time as well. I hope your reading went well. So we are now into the last chatting sequence. And yeah, how did it go, folks? Are there anyone here? Or am I talking into the big void? Hello, 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 hello. Good to see you are here then. Ven says, read about 10%, I think about 30 pages, I think maybe a bit more. That's well done in 30 minutes. That's like a page a minute. That's quite fast. So it's good. It's very good. So tell us about your book then. You said you were reading. Uh, mm, mm, mm. What did you read? Yeah, Bloodstone by Tori Tekken. So tell about Bloodstone by Tori Tekken. Um, so I'm going to just go back because you've been chatting while I've been reading and stuff. Um, so Jenny asked what's going on with your Waterstones account. Ben says I had a pre-order process, but I had no money in that account. So went to put my other details in it, and it's loading Circle of Doom. I will sort it tomorrow. Oh, that's annoying. That's super annoying when you're like trying to get something done and it just hangs. So hopefully it will be fine tomorrow. Um, Jenny says, "Oh no, hope you get it sorted tomorrow." Yeah, same as me. Then says, "No massive rush. I have 10 days, and the book is not due until September." That's good. And book Noah actually asked, "What did I miss earlier?" And then I said that Noah, you missed a whole sequence of chatting. Uh, okay, Seven is talking about the book. It is definitely an epic fantasy. Still early. It's setting itself up. That sounds good. Sometimes when you read a fantasy, the first book actually, like most part of the first book, can be just like building and letting you get to know the characters and stuff like that. And sometimes that is just what's needed. Uh, Jenny says, I started playing a game which Ven usually tells me off for. What do you tell Jenny off for playing a game? Or is it the game itself that Ven tells you off for? Ven says, I think it's Eastern inspired on terms of culture. Prince was murdered a year ago and the killer has just been executed over the Bloodstone. Ooh, interesting. So, um, and Van says, three brothers had snuck out and watched it without permission, which invites a tainting of the spirit. The youngest has just been kidnapped. They are point of view character. There is still a lot of unique words and phrases. Ooh, that sounds interesting. You read a lot of like books that sound so interesting. I don't have time. I don't have time. Okay, I need a cough. Uh, and says, I don't tell her off. She plans to read and then goes to be Donald Duck or something. I don't know. And I'll. So, what game are you playing, Jenny? Is it like this? what is it called, the Disney game? There's a Star Valley, Disney Starlight Valley, or something around along that lines. I think I saw someone. I saw a stream when someone played it, and I didn't get it. So I actually haven't played anything for a while. I think last time I played was last week when I played Civ. Um, I might actually. I'm thinking of maybe taking up Civ again tomorrow, maybe tomorrow night, and like where I left off last time. I could do that, or I could do Baldur's Gate, of course, or I can play something completely different. Jenny says I'm on Mario Kart tonight. Lol. Yeah, I never played Mario Kart. I played Mario Party, and I actually have a Nintendo Wii. I bought it secondhand, but I still haven't set it up, which I feel kind of bad for because I bought it. Ben says this has been on my list for ages, to be fair, and then someone I watched reviewed it recently and said it may be their best book of the year. Oh, wow. So Jenny says, I do play Animal Crossing and Disney Dreamlight Valley too. All right. Yeah, I play none of those games. I've known lots of people play them, but I've never tried it. Ben says, I played a bit of Civ this week. Did you see the gameplay reveal? Oh, for the Civ 7? No, I haven't. I actually have no add-ons on my Civ 6. So I'm playing just the basic game. I don't do anything other than the basic. And I'm interested to see what Civ 7 is like, because if there's a lot of like storms and things like that, I'm not sure if I'm very interested in playing it. Um, so there. Used to have Wii, and Jenny said, "Oh, did I say Wii? I meant Switch. I have Nintendo Switch. I've never had the Wii." Uh, then says it's worth watching. A lot of changes. Yeah, I should watch it really and see what it is like. It will be interesting. Did you ever play that? Oh, what was it called? The game. There's like a Sid Meier's Star Space. It's like a space game, but I don't think it did very well. I think Sid Meier. Uh, Games. Excuse me. Okay. Ba, ba, ba. So, Sid Meier actually has a lot of games. Okay, Sid Meier's Civ for uh, Sid Meier's 4, 5, Civ World, Ace Patrol, no, Beyond Earth. Sid Meier's Civilization Beyond Earth. That's the game I was thinking of. I've seen it, but I've heard not so good things about it. Then says I'm torn. Well, I'm going to watch the video then, and then I'll discuss it with you when I've done that and see what I think. Jenny says, all right, playing on the Switch at the moment. It's really good. So Alpha Centauri then asked, no. The answer is no. And says, I did. I still have it somewhere. I was very bad at it. Alpha Centauri? I haven't tried that. Then says, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I haven't not played it much, to be honest. Yeah, I've it was a bit meh. Yeah. Then are you able to get a Switch secondhand, like cheap? Because that's what I did. I bought it secondhand. I got it quite cheap. Um, because I can't be arsed to buy a brand new Switch, to be honest with you. Okay. Ah, so Alpha Centauri was a Civ spin-off around Civ 3, I think. It was one of the first games that Firaxis made. All right, okay. I probably could, but I would need to stop buying books. Yeah, there's that. Would it be worth it? Books versus Switch. Books versus Switch. Guys, I really need to go to the loo again. That's the disadvantage of doing the sugar-free stuff. It really upsets my tummy. Too much information, I'm sorry. But I'm going to pop down to the loo and I'll be back in very shortly. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I'm back. Okay. So, yeah, what's going on in the chat here now? Vent says, I have kids' birthdays in September and October as well, and I am tripping to keep money back to go to Miju River Literary Festival, hopefully. I just need them to post some actual information. Yeah, my experience with a lot of like literary festivals and things like that, it's that the information goes out super late. I don't know, understand why, but sometimes they just like seem to like post information like super, super late. There's, it's like, it would be nice like to see what sort of like program they have and things like that. Uh, Before you actually decide to go for real, for real. And Jenny asked, "Oh, what's the festival? Do you know where it will be?" Ben says it's a relatively new. It's a relatively new. It's small and largely independent, indie focused. Oh, that sounds really interesting. It's in Kent. And Noah says, "Ooh." Oh, that's what I'm saying. Oh, ooh, because it sounds super interesting. Mm, Then says the indie book subscription box I get is one of the sponsors. All right. All right. That sounds good. That's a really good book description, actually. I really enjoyed your unboxings for that, Van. um, I would love to go to more like literary festivals. There are actually one in Gothenburg, and I've been thinking that it would be super interesting to go, but I don't think my job would um, pay for me to go. But I've been thinking of asking if I could like get time of work paid, time of work, paid time off work. Is that what you say? And actually go to the book festival in Gothenburg, and they just say that okay, it's fine. I'll pay for like travel and tickets myself because and hotel because I don't think it would be that much. As you probably know, Gothenburg is just like 2.5 hours from here, and it would be super cool to be there. And I also have friends in Gothenburg that might, or friends around Gothenburg that might actually go as well. But I haven't really looked into that yet. It's usually in spring, if I remember correctly. Um, Göteborg bokmässa. Oh, it's actually in September this year. I did not know that. I did not know that. So it's 26th to 29th of September. That's very close to my holidays, so I don't think it's a good time to go. But maybe next year program. I'm going to. Oh, there's even like an English. I think there's like a Gothenburg Book Fair is what it's called in English. Oh, the 40th seminar program is released. Joyce Carol Oates is attending this year. Oh, wow. Gothenburg Book Fair celebrates 40 years with a focus on Sapni and space. Ooh. That would have been so cool to go to, but I don't think this year is a very good time since I'm taking time off, and also I think we're doing salary negotiations in September. It's always like it always clashes. When I started my job last year, I was kind of thought I was like, okay, I'm done with being like the union representative, and I was super happy that there was someone else who was doing it where I was working. And then uh, union representative decided to withdraw, and it was basically another woman and I who were fairly new at work. Um, but we both have long experience with being union representatives, who were asked to do it or whether we could do it or not. And the other woman is like the leader of the district board, so she wasn't able to do it. And then it pretty much fell on me, and now I feel like I have to do it, and I have to probably do it for a good while. But maybe at some point someone else can do it. Who knows? Mm, Then says, I did have the dates, but they have not updated the website. Yeah, dates is a start at least. Uh, Jenny says, Kent is a fair way to go, but would be worth it. So how long does it take for you to go from Manchester to Kent? Is it that far? Oh, I'm going to ask Google Maps. Maps, google.com, Kent. That was not very useful. Oh, when you search Kent on Google Maps, you get a picture of sheep. I find that mildly amusing, to be honest with you. So, oh bloody. So, okay, so you can actually get from Manchester to Kent. It's a little bit of an awkward travel, I can see, because you need to change quite a bit. But it takes it can take approximately 4 hours, it seems, which isn't so bad. Yeah, it seems like it takes about, if you go by trains and stuff, it takes about 4 hours, which I find not that bad. It's not that long. You're talking to someone from Norway here. When I take the train from Oslo to Stavanger, it's 8 hours because you need to go all the way around Norway. Uh, Van says, never been to anything like it, to be honest. It's the idea sets my social anxiety off, to be honest, but I am determined to ignore it. That's very brave, Van. I find that to be a very, very brave. Um, would you be able to go with someone? Is there someone you know you could go with? Um, Van says, I remember you saying about the union representative. UK unions are as useful as we tissue in the retail, at least. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, the union is super strong in Norway. It's very, very organized. And especially if you work like in the public, like the state or municipal, like city council or something like that, then you're kind of, if you're not a part of a union, you're seen. It's like a very high percentage of people being a member of a union, and if you're not, you're pretty much seen as a freeloader, um, and you're probably not going to get as much during the salary negotiations. But then again, I find it very important that people actually also hand in stuff and bother to write a demand or something like that. I'm going to blow my nose. Sorry about that. Uh, so yeah, being a member of a union is seen as quite important. Ben says it's past London, can't get much further. Well, Ben, have you ever been to Northern Shetland? I have. That's much further away. Uh, Ben says the train journeys don't bother me. It's people at the other end. Yeah, but I was thinking of like at the other end, if you could like go be there with someone you know. Also, UK train servers are not great, to be polite. Um, yeah. Well, I actually haven't had that bad experience with UK train service. I've done quite a bit of uh, I've done train travel between Glasgow and Edinburgh a few times. I also done London Norwich a few times, and of course Cardiff London a few times. That's a long time ago. And also did when I went up to what is called Saint Anne. Is that the place called Saint Anne? I took a train from Cardiff and up like the west coast. It was a super nice train ride actually. Don't think it was super quick, but it was quite nice. I think it was like Saint Anne, the place. Um, Ben says, probably not. I get annoyed at myself for getting anxious at things like this. So eventually I get angry enough to take a proverbial leap. I have a weird thing, sink or swim mentality sometimes. Well, it's not a bad thing to do. It's not a bad thing to do, Ben. I think you'll get a lot more done than just like sitting around expecting for others to fix things. You know, we have a problem. My mug is broken. I'm not sure if you can see, but it's empty. It's empty. I have no more tea in my mug. Mm, Noah says, "Oh well, you must fix it. Fix it." Um, so you think I should go and get another cup of tea? Is that what you mean? Yeah, Van says, empty mug bad. I need to get tea too late for coffee. I had coffee this morning. I was fortunate enough to have someone make me coffee, and I was staying home from work today as well because I felt crap. I still feel crap. Uh, and then Noah says, "Oh, for sure, tea. I need tea too. Good call." So, should we have a little tea break? A little go get tea break? I think we should. So, everybody, grab your mugs and go get some tea. right, do we all have our tea? I have my tea. How do we drink our tea? When I drink black tea, I drink it with oat milk. I've been drinking loads and loads of tea today. Uh, lots and lots and lots. Tea. I find it mildly amusing that my partner, who's Irish, they drink their tea black. While I, who are Norwegian, I drink my tea with milk or oat milk. Uh, so Ben says I got distracted, so doing the dishes, so it's brewing. I just have milk. Doing the dishes! Really? You were supposed to make yourself a cup of tea, not do the dishes. Ben. And what happened to Noah? Did he fall into the tea mug? I mean, if you like fall into the tea mug, remember to take your arms out. Noah says I'm not that small. Are you sure? Are you sure, Noah? Ben keeps saying you're super tiny. Ben says I saw them. They annoyed me by existing, so I fix. Ah, right. Yes, I understand. I am so happy we have a dishwasher. I'm not a good housewife. I will never be a good housewife. And that's fine. Mm. Uh, Noah says, I'm not super tiny. I'm 5'5". Uh, you and your imperial measurements. It makes no sense. 5'5" in centimeters. 165. That's not super short, but it's not super tall either. That's taller than I am, but I'm a woman, and women tend to be smaller. I'm actually quite short for being Norwegian. I can't remember like the average height of Norwegian men, but it's quite tall. Same with Norwegian women; they're quite tall as well. Ben says Noah is not happy with me anyway today. Why? Why is Noah not happy with you? Uh, 5'1", but 5'1", wouldn't that be like shorter? You must mean 5'10", right? Then, because 5'10" is about 178 centimeters. Oh, 6'1". Yeah, 6'1" is taller. 6'1" is 185 centimeters. That makes sense. That's kind of quite like an average height for a Norwegian man. And Jenny says everyone is tiny compared to Ben. Well, if Ben comes to Norway, he will not be tiny. No, I mean, Jesus. If Ben comes to Norway, he will not be super tall. So let's just see average height. Average height, Norway. So, all right. Yeah, well, okay. So various studies show the average height in Norway. Adult men are about 5'11", and adult women average height is 5'6". Uh, apparently. So it's tall, but yeah. And Ven says, and no idea, I have definitely not done anything. What? What are you bantering about this time? Van, Noah, what are you talking about? And Jenny says, apparently you kept scaring Nose today. Scaring? What? Ben says, he scares himself. He has got upset about his book reading habits being revealed. There are no habits, no reading habits should be be seen as shameful. Everything goes, everything is fine. Or is it that you're reading Twilight, Noah? We've heard you reading Twilight. Poor sod. Noah says he went around telling everyone at work that I only read smut. But I don't. He finds the books and then I read them because of him. Yeah, I'm not sure Twilight is smut, really. Kind of, kind of not. I read Twilight years ago. I don't really remember them that much, to be honest with you. I I probably wouldn't have read all four of them, at least if I read them now. But at the time, I was working as a librarian for like teens and children's and teen librarian and young adults. And uh, at the time, Twilight was like the big hype, and it got people to read actually. So that was at least something. Uh, Quality wise, not so much. Uh, Then says means he gets more recommendations though. Oh, reading Twilight is Sven's fault as well, says Noah. Well, yeah, I can see that because I saw Ven pushing you reading Twilight. Then Noah. And Jenny asked, "Oh, are you reading it yet?" um, and Noah says that's the only one you talked about. Also, don't forget to hit that like button. All right. Yes, please remember to hit that like button. That is very helpful. Uh, so Ven says, I'm not looking forward to reading Twilight next month, but I am committed. But guys, why are you putting yourselves through this? You don't have to, you know. It's not compulsory to read Twilight. Or like with the Midnight Sun is what you're going to read, Van. And Jenny says, oh, the Edward point of view. Good luck, Ven. Yeah, good luck, Ven. I don't envy you. I don't envy any of you that uh, the reading of Twilight books. I'm not going to read Midnight Sun, that's for sure. Mm. And Ven says, yeah, it'll be a quick read, hopefully. Noah said he would never read it. I took it as a challenge. And Jen says, probs will take you a week. Yeah. And Ven reads quickly, so. Uh, I need to blow my nose again. Sorry. I hit the wrong mute, so now you heard me. Blow my nose. I am very sorry. Very, very, very sorry. That was not my intention. Uh, um, it won't. Van says it won't. It will be skim read at best, so 3 days max. And Jenny says 3 days. Seriously, gosh. I'll join you in that gosh. Uh, gosh thing, Jenny. Uh, I would not take 3 days, and I'm really bad at skim reading. I'm going to put some background music on and see how that works out. Okay. So, then says I can do 200 pages a day. I have a 2 week off in September. Oh, that's nice. And then says I scan read anyway, which is pretty close. It's why I get through so much. Ah, right. Yeah, I'm not very good at like skim reading and like just quickly reading through things. I kind of need more time. Let me know if the background music is too loud. Is it okay? Because I can't really hear it. I hear the music, but I can't hear how loud it is. But I've tried to like turn it down. So let me know if it's okay. And I need a more tea. So can you hear me? Or is it too loud? You can't hear the music. Oh, right. How about now? Can you hear the music now? It's very hard to know how loud it is because I have no clue. Can you still not hear the music? Oh, no. Okay. How about now? Still no music? You're my, what do you call it? So is it okay? Is it like too loud or is it fine? Can you still hear me? Oh, level's good. Cool, 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 cool. So I'm going to see how much that, okay. So then I will know this for later that I can like adjust the sound to this level. So I'm actually going to Sally says no. No, and Ben says I wouldn't trust me on audio levels. um, yeah, but yeah. Sally says, oh yes, yes. I was thinking like maybe find some other music. Sometimes it's kind of hard. So I'm going to do this. Ah, not this song. Okay. I'm just like making some experiments here. You're my like uh, lab rats. So I'm not sure how long, much longer I'm going to stream. To be honest with you, I I think I should probably go to bed soon. It's actually past 11 o'clock here at night, so I think I might actually go to bed soon. I don't have a lot of tea left either, so I think actually I'm going to end this stream. Then says, I don't know what to do to celebrate 200 subs. Any suggestions, peeps? How about a Q&A? Q&A would be fun. You can get like people to send in questions and then you can answer them. Is that something you could do? It's just a suggestion. Um, then says, I was considering that or a bookshelf tour. Either would be good. You could do both. You could do like a Q&A for your like celebration, and then you can do like a bookshelf tour outside of that. I'm probably, hopefully, going to do a bookshelf tour at some point, but not this year. Once I have all my books, I'll do a bookshelf tour, I think. But it'll take a while. And Vince says, I can set everybody off with the way I organize my books. No. I actually don't care as long you can organize however you will. And Noah says, no, no. Really? I'm hopefully going to organize my books next time I start like putting things in shelves and stuff. But we'll see. Um, track record has it I'm not super good at organizing my shelves, which is weird since I'm a librarian. And Jenny says organized chaos. Yeah, no one has seen my organization, says Van. It's fine, it's fine. And says Jenny, yeah, but I don't care. Says Noah. Right. And Jenny says, I don't mind it. Huh. I'm sure I will not mind it either, because who am I to? And Noah says, right, I'm gonna head to bed. I'm up super early. You all have a fantastic night. Much love, and have a good night's sleep. Well, Noah. And then says, they have also seen my note taking, which is a joy to behold. Well, yeah, there's that. Anyway, Noah, have a lovely night and have a good work day tomorrow. I just assume you're going to work tomorrow. That's why you're up early. It was lovely to have you around. Good to see you. Jenny says, organize the shelves however you want. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't care how people organize their shelves. And Vince says, have a good day at work, Noah. Night nose, says Jenny. And then Noah says, night all, it was nice little sprint. Enjoyed it. Night all, night, Noah. Sally says, organized bookshelves suggest that you don't have nearly enough books. And there's that. And there's that. And Vince says, you can have enough books. Yeah. No. Okay. Okay. I run out of tea again, and I really, really, really need to go to bed. It's past 11, and I'm really, really tired. And tomorrow is a new day, and I need to sleep and get well. And I'll let you know about next sprint. I'm not sure when it will be, but I'll let you know. And hopefully, I will see you around then. And also check out Noah's and Vince's channels and all that jazz. Thank you so much for stopping by. It was been lovely to have you here. It was so nice. And Vince says, "Hope you feel better tomorrow and have a great weekend, everyone." Yes, thank you, thank you. I hope I feel better tomorrow as well. But I think I can only get upwards, only get better. And also, all of you have a really, really good weekend. Sally says, "Hope you to feel better tomorrow." Thank you, Sally, and hope you have a good weekend. And I'll check in with you on Discord anyway. Anyway, so Jenny says, "I hope you feel better tomorrow, and thanks for the spin. Have a lovely time." Had a lovely time. I'm glad you had a lovely time, Jenny. It was lovely to see you here. Super nice. So glad you could stop by. Okay, right. I will see you guys later. Bye, good night. Have a wonderful weekend.